What's going on, folks? So in my first video, I believe I spoke about how I kind of want to cover a bunch of different topics and go over a bunch of different how-tos and do-it-yourself type stuff. And one of the things I mentioned was the greenhouse. Now, as you can see behind me, I already kind of been putting in work. The greenhouse hasn't been touched in like a year. I let someone else in my family take over it, and they didn't really do anything with it after they undid everything that I had done to it, making this completely useless. And well, I decided I'm going to take control over it again this spring and summer. And the first thing I have to do is clear out all these plants, because they've overgrown and you can't even get inside the greenhouse right now without going through a bunch of bushes. So I'm going to be clearing out a bunch of this vegetation here, get rid of all the sage, and we'll do a quick walk around the greenhouse. Alright, so we got this all cleaned out, the walkway here. So I'll take a look inside the greenhouse real quick and see how big of a mess it is. Not too bad, all things considered. A lot of leaves in here because someone had the bright idea to leave this open for the past year or whatever. Not seeing any rat or mouse turd, so that's a good sign. It's a really good system, set up in a way that it's fed from the top, and then you see the slant it has, and then just gravity pulls the water down, and then after it goes back down this way, the reservoir would be right here, and the water would just recycle back into the reservoir, and it would just be a continuous cycle of water flow. And then you always want to keep something like a aquarium bubbler, I don't know what they're called, aerators or something. Keep that in your water so it doesn't get stagnant. So moving forward, this is what my dad put up. He's the guy that that ruined this. So he wanted to run it off of our irrigation system. I told him that would work in theory, but the problem is with the hydroponic system, you're running... well, the term hydroponic really actually just means like pretty... So basically the first thing I'm going to do is undo everything that my dad did. I'm going to be taking all these posts out and spraying them down with the pressure washer, cleaning out this entire area, hitting with the pressure washer and some bleach and soap just to make a nice sterile environment. And then we're going to be putting the light back up over here on the roof, on the ceiling I mean. I had a fan mounted on the wall here to keep the air from getting stale. I'm probably going to make like a short series on the greenhouse, and just kind of like keep that in like a different playlist or something maybe, I guess. But I do have my work cut out for me here, and unfortunately the sun is going down. It's starting to get cooler. I think I'm going to go holler at my neighbor about that car I was talking about really quick, and so I can do an update on that. And that's probably going to do it for this video. Alright, so I went back down to the neighbor's house, and she informed me that the daughter does not want to sell the car. I'm pretty disappointed because it seemed like they were pretty set on selling it, but it is what it is. I can't force them to sell me the car. I feel like it's totally slept on. I wanted it. It's on my bucket list of cars. Maybe someday I'll find another one, but I doubt I'll ever find one that is as clean as this one and as good of condition as this one and well kept as this one, and something that I know for a fact has been well kept for 15 years because I've seen it. So big oof. Big oof. Pretty sad. I was really stoked on it, man. But it is what it is. That's the way the game is. I really shouldn't have got my hopes up so much, but after a week of waiting to hear from somebody, I kind of got the hint, but I wanted to just confirm it today, and I did. Put a little sad emoji over my face like right now, so you guys can know how sad I am. So that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. Gonna be working on the greenhouse for sure. And the Norton, man, I'm so... The car, by the way, was a 2003 M45 Infiniti V8. It was black on chrome. Just over 100,000 miles is what the mom said a week ago when I went to go check it out in the first place. Like I said, it was probably the first owner. Yeah, so that's going to do it. Just going to be working on the greenhouse. I hope I don't get my hopes up with this Steve Caballero buying the Norton deal, but we got to get the Norton running before I can get my hopes up on that. So, yeah, just big F in the chat, F in the comments, RIP, hopes and dreams for 2021. I really could use something like that, you know, just something nice to come across. And, you know, it is what it is. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to go cry. Peace out.